Hi you guys, welcome to this August reset vlog. I keep seeing these kind of vlogs where you just like reset your life and reset your house and reset your goals and reset everything, and I love it so much. So I wanted to try it. I am so glad that it is August because July felt like 1,000 years long. I love the idea of just setting the intention at the first of the month and just living with more intention. And so I wanted to try this. So this might be a first and last time. This might be a monthly thing. I also think that a lot of people that maybe like live alone or they don't have children can do this reset once a month. I feel like I might have to do, especially the cleaning part of it and the house part of it and the meal prepping part of it, might have to be more like every week. So we're just gonna see where this takes us, but I'm excited. And I love the idea that the first thing you do in a monthly reset is like reset the space around you. I am a firm believer that our mind and our environment have a lot to do with each other. And so I know for me, I know a lot of other women and moms, like when our mind is chaos, it's a lot of times like we just need the counter cleared off, right? So before we get into like goals and planners and reviewing the months before and getting a meal plan set, let's do a little cleanup. I got up this morning and cleaned before the children woke up. So let's go do it together. Okay, listen, I know the washing machine is really loud, but something that I have to share, because one of my friends shared it years ago, was don't fold your kids' clothes anymore because they just get all mumbled and jumbled in their drawer. Anyway, I put them in piles and then I put them in their drawers. I don't fold any of their laundry, and all of the socks go in a drawer, all of the underwear go in a drawer, and then I just have to fold towels and my clothes. It's a beautiful hack. That seriously feels so good to have done. We just got back from church and I forgot that I had to make this bed too. We live with my husband's parents. Like several years ago when Walt started all of his emergencies, and they were constantly at our house watching our two girls while we were at the hospital or at the ER or Lifeline or down at the Children's Hospital with Walt. They would come to our rescue, and they were constantly driving to our house. We were like in the middle of the night, like all the things. And so we felt prompted several times that we needed to put our house up for sale, and they had just built on like all of this new part of their home. And the whole original part of the house was empty and not being used. Like I'm talking like 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, like a whole living room, a whole kitchen to ourselves. And so we ended up moving in with them. And then a couple weeks ago, so our rooms are in the basement and there's no AC down there. And so we got a air conditioning unit, and it's one of those that you just like plug in and put ice and water in, and that was like so great. We were fine. And then it leaked all over our carpet, and so we had to kind of like rip the carpet up and put one of those big fans underneath to like air it out. And so we have been sleeping up here in this room, in this area. It's like a little apartment that they built on kind of above their house here. This was available, so we kind of took it over, and we've been sleeping here for the last couple of weeks, just until the heat dies down, okay? So that's why you see two different houses here. We are just so blessed, and Jake's parents are just so giving and willing to help us out, and they are out of town actually. That's a whole other story, but they've been out of town for the last several months, and so we just kind of have the huge whole place to ourselves. So we kind of were like, okay, let's just go sleep up there while the carpet dries. Anyway, air conditioning is so great. That was a long story long. All right, let's get into this. I'm so excited. I have some things to talk about. Okay, let's talk about it. Okay, so we got the house cleaned. I still need to do toilets. Okay, we'll talk about toilets another time. That's just, okay, moving on. And I could deep clean for years with kids. It's just how it is. So we just picked up, we vacuumed. I did end up vacuuming after everybody woke up. And so the house is cleaned. That one done. Check that off. Laundry, we got that going. I've got my third batch going of the day, and all of my laundry is done. All the kids' laundry that I folded earlier, that's all put away and done. I have a few other batches going right now. I still need to fold my laundry, which I'll go and do later. And then let's talk about meal plan. Oh, we don't need to cross that off yet. Okay, this is kind of like a weekly thing that we do. I just say, hey kids, what do you guys want to eat this week? They pick a few meals. I really only plan dinners. I do plan other like lunch items like cheese tortillas, sandwiches, leftovers, chicken nuggets, corn dogs, hot dogs, like all those types of things we get. And then I just mainly plan dinners. So I usually do those like on the weekends, and luckily yesterday I was like on top of it. I put a grocery order in. We get Walmart delivery, and it is saving my life. Okay, best thing ever. If you have kids and you don't have Walmart delivery, you gotta try it. Okay, so this is what we have planned this week. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing this every week. I can't do this every month. Like we can get some things monthly, but when you got a family of 5, you just like, you shop for a whole week and it's gone in like 3 days. Okay, this is what we have planned for this week. We're gonna have Hawaiian chicken and rice. We're gonna have spaghetti. That was Rowan's request, was spaghetti. So I got some breadsticks, and actually I need to pick up a salad. I did not get a salad for that one. Actually, no, we planned on green beans, that's why. Chili mac, which is my husband's favorite meal, and it's basically like a box of mac and cheese, and then you add tomato sauce, chili seasoning, and ground beef, and we call it chili mac. He's had it his whole life growing up, and that's his favorite meal. Hamburgers and hot dogs, and then sheet pan chicken and potatoes. I saw it on Instagram, and so you like put Alfredo sauce, and then your potatoes and like spinach and any other vegetables you want, and then the chicken on top, and you throw it in the oven. One pan, done. So that is the meal plan. So we're gonna just like go ahead and mark that off. We'll do that weekly. We're pretty good at that. All right, moving on. The next thing that I wanna do for my August reset is to just like review last month and like prior months, and like my goals, books that I've been reading, books that I want to read, and also just like my health goals. So down here, right here, is you see where it says August goals, intentional living. I should put an and in there, goals and intentional living. Here they are. So if you've already seen here on my channel, I'm doing a 90-day medical mom project, which is, I'm gonna go over all of the habits, the daily habits for that as well. I am on day 7. I did not mean to say that. Sorry. If you have children, they're like, okay, we're on day 7. We've been doing this almost a whole week. So good. I'll go over all of those later. Okay, the second thing is to create versus consume, like create more than I'm consuming. One of my huge rules, the one rule for my 90-day medical mom project, is no doom scrolling, because I was doing that for like hours and hours a day, and I am just like so over it. It did not make me feel good. It made me more depressed. It's like, it's no good. There's no good in that usually ever, unless you are doing it for work or you're doing it to see trends. And I was not doing it for any of that. I was doing it solely to consume and to waste away on the couch. So that is why I have that. One of my intentions for this month is to create more than I consume. And that's why I started all of this. I'm trying a vlog. Hi, you're watching it. And also the 90-day Med Mom project. So that I can create. I love this kind of content creation. It's very good for me. And it like all of this right now, like this monthly reset, I'm like, I feel clarity. I feel like, oh, I'm gonna get my life on track here, okay? Okay, the next thing right here on our list is to order our homeschool curriculum and supplies. We are homeschooling the girls. I want to show you guys this. It's so cute. I made it like a week or two ago. Look how cute. It says, welcome to homeschool. It's so cute. And I'm gonna hang that up. I'm gonna hang that up. We have an extra bedroom upstairs and I think we're gonna try to, I was just gonna do things like at the kitchen table. This is our first year homeschooling. I'm scared out of my mind, but it's gonna be fine. I had a really big prompting several months ago that we just needed to like come together as a family again, and then this idea of homeschool would not leave me alone. And you know, when you have those inklings and those promptings, you better follow them, you know? So anyway, I think I'm gonna turn we kind of already did. I kind of have a lot of like school supplies and like a bookshelf and desks in there already. So I think I'm gonna turn that extra bedroom upstairs into our homeschool room. We probably will end up doing homeschool outside and on the couch and on the table and up here and at the park and all the things. And we've already signed them up for several other classes. They're gonna be doing horseback riding and gymnastics. I'm gonna get them into an art class. It's all the things that they want to do, and I'm so excited for them. So anyway, I need to get homeschool curriculum ordered. So that is one of my intentions, or that's one of my goals for this month. And supplies. I'm not gonna like go overboard because I just don't think that we're gonna need a ton of stuff, but like art supplies, pencils, notebooks, like stuff like that. I am gonna get the girls each a little planner. It's gonna be so cute, and they can like write down their like little class schedules and like what they have to do each day, and so they can check them off. That'll help me stay on track too, like what they need to get done. But as far as like, we're not gonna go crazy. Like I said, I already have a lot of stuff set up in that bedroom, and so we're just gonna order the curriculum and get some supplies. So that is a goal for this month. Another goal is to dial in on my macros. So this kind of goes up to do with like my health. I'm talking about like health goals and stuff. I work with my one-on-one coach. I also run like my accountability groups, and I do one-on-one coaching too. And I really love the idea of like practicing what I'm preaching. And I feel like I do pretty well at it, but like the last couple months I've just been really lax with my macros. And so I'm gonna dial in on those. I'm in like a building phase right now. So I'm not doing like a calorie deficit. I'm not in a cut. I'm building, strictly trying to literally put on lean muscle mass, like slowly increasing my weight to build muscle. And then, yeah. So that is my goal for that mainly right now, and just keep following my training. So that's really good. Okay, and then I brought up some books too, but we'll talk books later. I just want to talk about this first one. I am trying so hard to get to bed on time and have a morning routine. And so I have had this book for probably 10 years. So I dusted it off, pulled it out, and I think my goal is to read this book in August. It's gonna be easy actually, because it's really, really small, and we're already a little ways through. Meaning I brought it out on the porch the other day and started reading it. I was like 2 or 3 pages in, and Mason was like, can I read that? I want to do a morning routine, you know, she loves all that stuff too. She loves to work out with me. I love it when she does that. And so then I was like, yeah, let's just read it together. And so I just started over, and we just were reading it out loud with each other on the porch. So I think we're gonna read this book together, and I think it'll be really good for her. I love it. He has like a concept of the savers: silence, affirmation, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing. You guys hear that? It's a truck. That was really loud. And so I think that she is really going to benefit from this too. She's 9. guys, but she is amazing and loves all that stuff. Okay, so then my last August goal and intentional living is going to be date night. You guys, we are so bad at date night. We hardly ever have date night. Like, our date night usually consists of putting the kids to bed early and watching a movie on the couch. And so I want to at least plan one date where we actually like go out somewhere and do something fun. So I'm still thinking on that one, but okay, so let's go back up here. Okay, goals, we went over those. Okay, book reviews. Let's do a little book review, and we've already talked about it, so let's move on to it. Miracle Morning, of course, we're doing that for personal development. And it's so funny because is this nonfiction? I'm special, it's fine. I read self-development books mostly. I listen to those podcasts, read those books, all the things, okay? That's what I normally listen to, but I have read a few others lately, especially when we went to Florida for the Dravet Syndrome conference for Walt in June, and I read a book. Well, I read a whole book. It's this one. It's Cry Wolf by Kathy Oram Peterson, and it was just a really short read, but it was so good, and it's just like a little like a murder mystery kind of, but also like a little love story twist. I'm like a big sucker for romance novels too. And so that's usually, I'm either reading self-development books or like a romance book. I've read a few Colleen Hoover books. We're not even talking about that right now, okay? We're just gonna talk about this because she's a different level. Okay, this one, loved it. I would recommend this one. It was so, like, I couldn't put it down. At times I was like, I'm just gonna go lay by the pool and take the girls to the pool so I could read for hours. And then I would read it at night in our hotel room, and I just couldn't put it down. It was so good. So if you like murder mystery / a little bit of romance, Cry Wolf. It's a really good one. Okay. Then this one I read, oh, it's been probably a month or two now. I actually got both of these books. Actually, this one too. I haven't read this one. I'll talk about that in a minute. I got all three of these from our cute little neighbor. We actually have a neighbor that lives with us too. She's like in the mother-in-law apartment too. So anyway, she's like our adopted grandma. She lent me a few of these little books. This one is the cutest romance. I love it. I love it so much. It's called Persuaded to See by Amanda Taylor. So good. It was so cute. It's like, it kind of reminds me of like Pride and Prejudice times. I don't know why, but I love that time frame, that era, those kind of books and stories, and it kind of reminded me of that time. But it's a Navy guy anyway, and then this I won't spoil it, but it's a cute little romance one too. I love that one. Okay, and then this one, I don't know. She's my neighbor said that this was also like I think it's a murder mystery. I haven't actually, yeah, FBI something. I haven't even read the back of it yet, but she's like, this is a really good one. So this is gonna be my, I hope it's not real life story. I don't think so, but this is gonna be my not self-development read. Maybe this month. It might take me a couple months. I don't know. It depends on how much I get into it, but like, it looks like a pretty easy read. So anyway, that is books that I've read, and this one is my to be read, that one in the Miracle Morning. Okay, let's move on. So we have reviewed goals, books, health. Yeah, we've already talked about that, so we'll check that off the list. Loving this. Are you guys loving this reset? Like, okay, fun. All right, next thing, goals. Oh, we've already done goals. Oh. I was confused. I already went through all my goals, so I'm gonna mark that off, but I do wanna review my goals from last month. Which, like, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I don't even think I wrote any goals down last month. I just knew that I was surviving. Honestly, it was like all of my health goals and So there's really nothing to review there, okay? We're moving forward now. Okay, next thing, my planner. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get it. Okay, I used to use this planner a long time ago when I did network marketing, and I just got it again a few months ago to just keep track of like my accountability group girls, and like this has, let me show you. It has like it's got like a place to write down like hour by hour and like your long-term and short-term goals, and then kind of like your daily action habits and things. And then like you can write down like your marketing plans, so like what you want to post on social media, wins and losses for the month, and then how can you improve. And then it also, I love it too because it, hold on, I love this part of it. So you go and fill this out for each month, and it is like your goals and intentions, reflect on last month's, and then like kind of like a habit tracker too. So there's like the goals and intentions for just every area of your life, and then a habit tracker and monthly calendar. And then there's like 2 pages for like to-dos. I don't use this one a ton just because, just don't. And then here is how, like where I write down who's doing like the accountability group, and if they're like a one-on-one client or if they're just doing the accountability group. And then this page I don't really use, but it's just like how many, just kind of like your business goals and stuff too. So I love this planner a lot. I just got it on Amazon. It is called the Rise Up Planner by Moira Casaba. Love it. Love it. Use it. So I'm gonna go and just fill that in for the next few minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it, and then we'll talk about the rest of the stuff. Okay, let's do it. Stuff written down. It kind of just is very simple. I just wrote down everything I had going on this week, and appointments, clients, Jake stuff, kids stuff, all the things. And then I wrote down my daily actions and goals. So now let's talk about my daily habits. I also had on that list procrastination. Hello, let's get in. I also had on this list too, anything that I'm like procrastinating. There's a few things that I've been procrastinating, which is another reason I wanted to do this reset, so I could just like brain dump everything and like really know what I need to do. There is a few things that I need to do, and it's good because I've been avoiding these things. And one of the goals, like the daily habits that I have for my 90-day Med Mom project, is to do 90 minutes of meaningful work. And so forcing myself, like scheduling that time for myself to do that meaningful work, I will put those things that I've been procrastinating into that time so I can get some things done and out of my brain and checked off my list. Okay, and then the last 2 things are the accountability group prep and homeschool prep. I already kind of talked about that, what I'm going to do with homeschool. My accountability group, I did that last week, so we got everything prepped. We did prep week, got everybody in there, got their welcome emails sent, got a new group switched over, and we're just ready to rock and roll tomorrow with our goals. They've all got the welcome email with like the workouts in it, and all of my one-on-one clients are either tracking right now so that I can get their program sent to them, or they have their program and they're going to start tomorrow. So that is all ready to go. I do that at least once a month, just like at the end of the month, to get things ready for a new month, new themes, new goals, and just like to start fresh with a whole new group. And sometimes people continue on, some people wait a month, and it's just fun to like today we were just introducing ourselves, so it's gonna be fun to see those messages come in and like everyone introducing themselves and getting to know each other. And then we'll like get started with our goals tomorrow, and I'm gonna see everyone's check-ins, sweaty selfies, and doing their workouts and getting their meal plans going, and we're all just gonna cheer each other on all month long. So that is all done, so I can check all of those off of this monthly reset. So now let's talk about my daily habits. Okay, let's get this pulled back up right here. So for my medical mom project, this, if you have seen anything like 75 hard or project 50 or just any of those like 30-day challenges, 90-day challenge, whatever, I just kind of like switched it around, made my own daily habits, and like put my own medical mom twist to it. Things that I knew that I was avoiding, that I needed, that things that I wanted to put on here to live more intentionally. And so here's what they are. An evening routine, because if you go back a few videos here, I talk about like a morning routine. There's a morning routine video here on my channel. And in it, I talk about I believe that like a morning routine starts the night before. So an evening routine is very important to me to have a successful morning routine. So in my evening routine, I usually like tidy up the house a little bit, get my workout clothes or anything that I need to for tomorrow's morning routine, like set out journal, pen, books, workout clothes, socks, shoes, all that stuff. And then I try to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and I talked about this too, like it's hard. It's hard sometimes, especially if you are a medical mom or like just a mom in general, like we do not get good sleep sometimes. So that's my goal. Walt is doing really, really good right now, and he sleeps really good right now. So I'm just like taking advantage of this season and sleeping. Okay, and then the next thing is the morning routine. So I am focusing on 3 things. I've kind of added in another thing with like reading with Mason, but it kind of, anyway. The 3 things is mindset work, which I usually just like listen to a podcast or something like first thing when I wake up. But I'm also going to be reading The Miracle Morning with Mason. And have a healthy breakfast, like a pre-workout meal, and then to work out. So that is my morning routine right now. I am just like starting back into it, and I'm trying to get up earlier, and so I'll probably add things as I go. But I know from past experience that if I add too many things and like try to get some like meditating, journaling, going on a walk, doing my workout, like all the things, and like kids wake up or I get interrupted by something or I sleep in or something is off, then I get very frustrated with myself that, oh my gosh, I didn't do all the things on my morning routine. So for now, those are the priorities. I will probably end up adding some things later when I get my life into order a little bit better and I'm like on a better schedule and I can do these monthly resets consistently. I might add things, but for now, those are the priorities. Okay, the next thing is 10,000 steps. The next thing is my water goal and my macro goal, which we already talked about. And then the 90 minutes of meaningful work. And this is, I talk about this in my first Medical Mom Project vlog, but it is mainly like meaningful work, like my accountability group, working with my one-on-one clients, hanging out. And like the other day, me and Mason worked out together, and that's like literally the only time that we get along. We fight constantly, we butt heads so bad, but like when we're working out together, like we get along so well. And then we made cookies later that day, and that was so meaningful. That is the meaningful work with your family, with your work, homeschool prep, just things like that, like meaningful work, not just doing dumb things. And then the last thing, my one rule for that project for my daily habits is no doom scrolling. I talked about it a little bit in the Medical Mom Project vlog, but I would spend like 5 or 6 hours a day just scrolling to avoid my feelings, to avoid doing stuff like this, getting my life in order, reading books, getting my month and week planned out. I would just do that instead of doing the things that mattered. And so that is my one rule. No doom scrolling. I am not on Instagram Reels at all unless it's like a timer and I'm doing it solely so I can look up trending audio or trending whatever for posting purposes. Okay, that's basically it. I feel good about that. My house is cleaned up, so now we can just kind of maintain it. My week is planned out. I know what's going on. We've got meal plan and food in the fridge. My mind feels clear. I know what my morning routine is. I know what I'm doing throughout the day. I know my daily habits. I know what I'm reading. I know my training. I know, guys, this is so good. This is good. If you are doing your own reset and you have some things that you're like, ooh, this has really changed my life and my daily habits, drop it in the comments here. I would love any help. I would love any help. And like I said, I've seen these like reset vlogs and I love them. And I'm like, I'm gonna try it because no better way than social accountability. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if I record myself, then I'll do it. If I romanticize all of this, I'll actually do it. And this is so fun. So thank you so much for letting me ramble on. I hope it helped. I hope it like inspired you to maybe do your own monthly reset. If you do, comment below. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, all the things. And I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye guys.